Today we're going to talk about something that's been on my mind for a while. The most underrated sneaker brand out there. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, here we go. Another video about some obscure brand that no one's ever heard of. But trust me, this one's gonna be good. We're going to take a journey through the sneaker landscape. From the big name brands that everyone knows and loves to the hidden gems that deserve way more attention than they're getting. First subscribe, and now let's start with the heavy hitters, shall we? Reebok, for example. Remember those classic pumps from the 90s? Those were the bomb, right? And what about New Balance? I mean, come on, those dead shoe sneakers have made a serious comeback in recent years. They're like the ugly duckling that turned into a beautiful swan. But you know what? As much as I love those brands, they're not exactly what I'd call underrated. They've got their loyal followings and they're doing just fine. No, what we're going to look for today is something a little more under the radar. Something that's been quietly killing it in the sneaker game but just hasn't got the recognition it deserves. And that, my friends, is where Karhu comes in. Now, I know what you're thinking. Karhu? Who the heck is Karhu? Well, let me tell you. This Finnish brand has been around since the 1920s and they've been making some seriously dope sneakers the whole time. But for some reason, they just haven't been able to break through and become a household name like some of their more famous counterparts. But that's all about to change, my friends, because today we're going to dive deep into the world of Karhu and I'm going to show you why this brand is the most underrated sneaker brand out there. First of all, let's talk about the history. Karhu was founded in 1916 in Finland and they've been making high quality athletic gear ever since. But it wasn't until the 1970s that they really started to make a name for themselves in the sneaker world. You see, back in the day, Karhu was known for their innovative design and their commitment to using the best materials. They were all about creating sneakers that not only looked great, but also performed like a champ. And let me tell you, they absolutely nailed it. One of their most iconic models is the Karhu Synchronic Class. This bad boy has been around since the 1970s, and it's still one of the most sought after sneakers in the Karhu lineup. It's got this retro-inspired silhouette that's just so damn clean, and the attention to detail is off the chart. But it's not just the Synchron Classic that's making waves in the sneaker world. Karhu has a whole lineup of killer kicks that deserve some serious attention. Take the Karhu Araya, for example. The sneaker is like a cross between a running shoe and a casual sneaker, and it's got this super comfortable cushioned sole that just makes you want to wear it all day long. And then there's the Karhu Fusion 2.0. This sneaker is like a love letter to the 90s that I freaking love. With its chunky, dead sneaker vibe and its super cool colorways, but don't let the retro look fool you. The thing is packed with modern technology that makes it an absolute joy to wear. But you know what really sets Karhu apart from the rest? It's their commitment to sustainability. These guys are all about using eco-friendly material and reducing their carbon footprint. And let me tell you, that's something that's really starting to resonate with sneakerheads these days. I mean, think about it. We're all so used to buying sneakers from these big corporate brands that are more concerned with making a big buck than they are with the environment. Basically, everyone always has the same pairs. But Karhu is different. They're all about doing things the right way, and they're not afraid to put their money where their mouth is. And you know what? That's not the only thing that sets Karhu apart. These guys are also all about celebrating the rich history and culture of Finland. I mean, just look at the way they design their shoes. There's this undeniable Nordic influence that just oozes cool. Take the Karhu Fusion 2.0 Northern Lights colorway, for example. This sneaker is like a work of art with its stunning gradient of blue and green that just screams Northern Lights. It's like you're walking around with a little piece of Finland on your feet. But it's not just the sneakers themselves that are so captivating. It's the whole Karhu brand experience. These guys are all about creating a community of like-minded individuals who are passionate about sneakers, fitness, and the great outdoors. And they do it all with this really cool, laid-back vibe that just makes you want to be a part of it. I mean, just look at their social media channel. They're always posting these amazing photos of people rocking their sneakers in this beautiful, natural setting. It's like they're inviting you to come along on this epic adventure. And all you have to do is slip on a pair of Karhus and join the party. And you know what? That's exactly what I love about this brand. They're not just selling sneakers, they're selling a lifestyle. They're selling the idea that you can be active, you can be healthy, you can be connected to the natural world, all while looking damn good doing it. So if you're someone who's been feeling a little bit underwhelmed by the big name sneaker brands out there, I've got a little secret for you. Karhu is where it's at. These guys are the real deal, and they're just waiting for you to discover them. And trust me, once you do, you're never going to want to go back to those other brands, because when it comes to Karhu, there's no going back. They're the underdog that's finally getting the recognition they deserve, and I can't wait to see what they do next. So what are you waiting for? Go out there and grab yourself a pair of Karhus and get ready to experience the most underrated sneaker brand in the game. Trust me, your feet and your soul will thank me.